Got two boards today. One is ASUS's TUF B860M and the other is Bukiyuki B850. I didn't know the specific price when I recorded this program. I hope the friends who know it can type it on the barrage. After I got these two boards, I took a look at them in advance. Sure enough, I still have to look at ASUS in terms of the whole work, especially the design of this B850, which is a bit beyond my expectation. So let's unbox these two motherboards today. Let's open the outer packaging of this TUF B860M first, or the TUF One. The box can see this Wi-Fi antenna. If the antenna supports magnetic suction, then the interface here should support quick release. There are the accessories below. These are 3 M.2 electric films and then 2 large color lines, one curved, one straight, and an M2 stud, plus the instruction manual warranty card and stickers and nothing else. Then open the motherboard. In the upper left corner of the motherboard, here's the double 8-pin power supply. And then the power supply scale is 12 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 item. Among them, there are 12 core power supplies, each with ATA power supply. The MOS is from Bandai, and the silkscreen is EU004V3P. This power supply offers a significant upgrade over its predecessor. Furthermore, with this year's U9285K drawing 250 watts at peak performance, achieving full utilization will be an issue without the additional 4 slots, being the 5th. This depends on the needs. If you want to go to high frequencies, you can try CUDIM memory. There are 3 M points and 2 strips below, all of which support a length of 2280. The first one supports PCIe 5.0x4, and the remaining 2 are 4.0x4. The first graphics card slot is PCIe 5.0. Takes 16 times. Below the graphics card's quick release interface lies the PCI 404 open slot, suitable for various expansion cards. Then let's take a look at the peripheral part. In the upper right corner are 3 fan interfaces and a water pump. Then there are 2 5-volt ARGB motherboards for power supply, 1 front C port and 1 set of front USB 3.0 interfaces. There is only 1 front 2.0 interface on this side. Then there are 3 fan interfaces, and the RGB interface of a 5-volt RGB board is quite rich. Some people in the back house given are still a little different from the previous generation. First of all, there are 2 interfaces, HDMI and DP. There is nothing wrong with these 2 interfaces. Here is a USB 2G rate C port, which then supports DP output. 1 USB 2.0, then 4 5G A ports plus 2 10G A ports, except for a bit of a change in rate. There is nothing else wrong. And then there is the 2.25G and quick release of 4 or 5 network ports, which is the Wi-Fi antenna interface, which is the 7 or 6 optical fiber audio input and output interfaces of Wi-Fi. After reading this piece, then look at the next B850. If you want to say that it looks good, you have to look at the box of blowing snow to see the appearance of the motherboard. The big pure white board opens the box, and the workmanship of this box is worth a lot of money. First of all, the Wi-Fi antenna here supports magnetic suction, and it also supports quick release here. Here's a package of accessories. A bandage of ties, then 4 M.2 spacers, and an M.2 replacement stud. This should have been seen in our Fork 870E in the last issue. This one is to adjust the length of M.2, and then there are 2 SATA lines for 10,000. Thus, a key ring is presented, coupled with the warranty card and instructions, and an LG sticker is included. Those are essentially the primary accessories. Let's focus back on the motherboard. Its design is quite striking, from the lights in the top left to the graphic in the bottom right corner. Even a vertical painting was done here on the back. If we don't make a chassis with a transparent back, it always feels a bit wasteful. There are dual 8-pin power supplies in the upper left corner of the motherboard. The power supply scale is 14 plus 2 plus 2 items, including 14 core power supplies. Each item is 80 AMOS from Microvision silkscreen printing, which is SIC 629. To be honest, the power supply capacity of this B version is really strong. If there is no need for scalability, AMD's last B board feels completely enough. This 9950 is more than enough. Generally, these 4 slots are the 5th slot, and it's a bit beyond my expectation to go down. First of all, the first M2 supports PCIe 5.04 specifications, and it supports quick release. The size is compatible up to 2280, and it includes 3 M2 slots. Additionally, there's a PCIe 4.0 X4 slot for direct connection. 2110 specifications, and then the remaining 2 are PCIe 404 chipset. This one also supports 2210 and this one supports 2280. This board also supports graphics card quick release.
The GPU bracket is a quick release type and the structure is identical to the flagship X87AE motherboard. I even feel that if the price is right, this board could be like a civilian supercar. The GPU interface here supports PCIe 5.0x16, while the full-length PCIe interface below routes through the chipset as PCIe 404. Next up is Marvel. The top 3 are fan pump interfaces.
1 5V RGB, then motherboard power with 1 front C port, 2 front USB 3.0 ports, 2 SATA interfaces, and below there are 4 more fan interfaces, totaling 7 fan interfaces, 2 front USB 2.0, and 2 5V RGB. This setup usually suffices.
Rear section has 1 HDMI, 1 DP, 4 5G A ports, and 3 actual ones.
Among them, 2 are A ports, 1 is a C port, a 20G C port, and 2 USB 2.0. To the left is clear CMOS and a BIOS flash button. On the right side is a 2.5G RG45 internet port, and below are quick-release Wi-Fi antenna interfaces.
The remaining 3 are fiber optic audio input interfaces. For a B-series board, this is genuinely impressive. We've unboxed these 2 boards. Next, let's look at the exterior in the next segment.
To summarize, the B860M has significantly improved power delivery compared to its predecessor. Coupled with the quick-release Wi-Fi and GPU brackets and 3 M2 slots, it offers great value if priced right. Regarding the B850 model, it could suitably be referred to as the B850E.
Internal expansion and rear I/O parts are quite commendable, plus the excellent exterior design incorporates many features usually seen on flagships. Honestly, I'm curious what price this board will be set at. This episode's introduction ends here. Following our routine, the unboxed products will be given away. Remember to like, follow, and stay tuned for updates. I'm the host. See you next time.